Hi, and welcome to Purposeful Progress newsletter. I'm Shannon Lövgren. I am here to give you tips and tricks on sustainability, life hacks, and introduce you to a fabulous Changemaker of the week. So let's get into it. Hi, Changemakers. This weekend, our democracy is calling you to lace up your shoes and show up. The No Kings Rally is happening this Saturday. And it is a reminder that democracy isn't something to do every couple of years at the ballot box. It's something we build together consistently like muscles. Think of it this way. Voting once in a while is like going to the gym once in a while. Sure, it is better than nothing, but if you want strength, endurance, and real change, you have to exercise regularly. And justice and democracy are the same practice. They're powered by repetition, community, and courage. And now more than ever, and seriously, now more than ever, it is time to get in the shape of your life. So join the No Kings Rally this Saturday. And once you're there, don't just go and march and then go home. Gather the people you meet and make a pact to take 3 actions together. 1, action for justice. Choose an issue that fires you up: voting rights, climate justice, reproductive freedom, whatever feels urgent to you, and commit to 1 concrete act this month. Write your representatives, volunteer, donate to a cause, something that's moving the needle. Number 2, action for community. Democracy grows when we connect. So invite a few friends over for a civic coffee or a civic supper and talk about what you care about, what you fear, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and to have a shared meal to start creating community that can protect one another. And 3, action for connection. Uh, Reach out to a local elected official and share a personal story about what you're concerned about and why. They can't argue with your personal experience or your values. So let's do that and let's build our civic muscles together. Meanwhile, I will see you on Saturday at the No Kings Rally. See you there. Let's go. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the Changemaker of the week, Lillian Kwang. Lillian, please tell me about yourself and what you're passionate about.
Sure. So right now I work at ClimateAI, which is sort of at the intersection of, I guess, climate tech and food, which are all things I care a lot about or am very interested in. And we help some of the world's largest food and ag companies deal with the impacts of climate change using actual data from our very robust data science team. I am the associate director of customer success, where I lead our customer success team, and we work with a lot of our customers to really translate, here's what the climate might look like or the weather might look like in the future, and here's how you can actually deal with it in the present term in terms of your supply chain or in terms of production decisions. Um, I think what I'm passionate about is really just helping people become more resilient in the face of a changing climate, right? Making sure we have enough food, making sure people know, it's not the be all end all, and really thinking about the strategic solutions that can actually make sure we continue to have the foods we love and maybe even venture out into new and creative foods that we don't currently eat that will be successful in the future.
Oh, that's exciting. That's such important work. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're on the job there, Lillian. And how do you identify as a change maker?
Yeah, so I think a lot of times the work I do is very much change management in that it's a new way of thinking about things. Where if you think about the Farmer's Almanac has been around for ages, but people sort of use that as a broad, high-level guide. And what we do is we bring more science and more localization and more crop-specific focus to it. So we're really shifting the folks from the notion of climate is changing, I guess. I don't really have a scientific way of knowing how much more it's changing or if this is a sustained change or a one-off change, and helping them say, okay, here's what the science says, but more importantly, here's how I sell it within the organization, right? Here's how I make the case for it and maybe take a risk because we provide probabilistic forecasts. And that's something new to a lot of people, right? It's not just the one number forecast that you see in your iPhone app. It's something that takes some time to get used to. So it's how do we connect the data science piece and the human piece in one?
Yeah, great. And what are you working on now? And how can we help you reach your goals?
Yeah, so right now at ClimateAI, we're building a agent to combine a lot of the work we've already done with modeling the weather and climate and trying to make it easier to disseminate this information to users, right? Whether they're in the field without access to a computer app or whether or not they're confused by what does this probabilistic distribution in a box plot mean? They just tell me what do I need to do based on that, right? And so I think that's what we're working on building, and I think there's still a lot of research about does this make sense, right? Is this easier to understand? Would this motivate you to take action? What else would you need that we're really trying to get that get more insight into. So
Yeah.
would love any help from people giving input or people with opinions or people with backgrounds on, I don't know if it's called like behavioral psychology or some sort of, decisions based probability based decision making expertise. Would love guidance on that end.
Yeah. Well, I will put your LinkedIn um, connection on in the show notes and a link to Climate AI. And hopefully someone will reach out to you and help you figure out those questions or just even show curiosity about how cool this new technology is. So thank you for being part of the Purposeful Progress newsletter. It is great to have you as a change maker of the week. And with that, I say thank you and goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Shannon. I
All
guess
right.
thanks everyone.
Bye. Thanks for watching the Purposeful Progress newsletter. Hit like and subscribe, tap that bell so you don't miss an episode. And if you want to go deeper, look into my Sustainability for Changemakers course and subscribe to our newsletter. Links are below. And if you would like one-on-one coaching with me, go to shannonlövgren.com. And I will see you next time.